Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you today.
But first, a word from our sponsors. Guys, we wanted to remind you about Surfshark. If you want to take full advantage of all the streaming services that you are subscribed to, use Surfshark's VPN to change your geolocation. Do not get geolocked.
They also have a new feature called Alternative ID. When you're on a website and it asks for your name, your email, phone number, home address, click of a button automatically generates fake information that will forward to your real email address.
Nice.
So you won't have your real email address out there. You won't have your name out there. No more spam stuff. You can turn it all off after the fact. It's really great.
Yeah. And also, don't forget, this is the best family plan ever. Unlimited devices share with whoever you want.
Friends and family, guys. And if you use our code, you get 83% off a 2-year plan with 3 extra months for free at surfshark.deals/Angry Joe Show. So check it out, guys. That new feature completely added free, making the package even better for you guys. Go and visit Surfshark now.
Guys, I know you're filling out online forms all the time that ask for your name, sometimes your address, phone number. With one click of a button, it puts up a bunch of fake information that you can forward to your email if you want. It prevents a lot of spam and prevents your personal information from getting out there.
It's pretty awesome. Click the links down below. Surfshark adds a new free thing for us. Angry Joe Show update. I tried really hard last week to get it all edited, but then Madden came out. So then I put a little bit of time to Madden, me and Joe. And then I spent time with my family over the weekend and had a little fun on Sunday with bolt action. So we're back to editing. I'd expect the Baldur's Gate review this week and perhaps even more Madden this weekend as well. So it's all Baldur's Gate and Madden this week, and stay tuned. The Baldur's Gate will definitely be out by Friday. And we recorded a lot of parodies for it, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy these. They are quite interesting.
You'll love it. You'll love it. See a whole new side of you.
Alrighty. Well, Alex, what the hell has been going on in gaming news over the past week?
We did a victory, right? This is what everyone sent me. Dark and Darker Dev.
It's
the
over.
lawsuit has been dismissed. So this is why it's super important to read the articles and not just the headlines, my friends.
Oh, no.
Look, I love Dark and Darker. I think it's fun. I don't like Nexon. I think they're jerks. I think they're probably taking advantage of the legal system. But the case was dismissed due to improper venue. This doesn't mean that the legal woes. It's like for this week, it's over until Nexus files a suit in Korea. Look, they're both Korean companies.
Maybe Nexus won't file suit in Korea.
I hope not. I hope that that's the case where that we get to go that way. But
just fucking leave.
I just want it back in Steam, man. I just want to have fun with that.
Yeah.
The only way it's getting back on Steam is if Steam's like, okay, is
everything clear.
Yeah. And so South Korea's would be a more appropriate venue than in the United States. It's like, look, you're both over there. Go fight over there. It doesn't belong over here in the first place. So that's where they're at with that. So if you were really excited because you read the thing where it's like, case dismissed. It's coming back to Steam. It's like, we're not there yet. We want it to be there. It's just not there yet. And then honestly,
I see a lot of people streaming it, already. It makes me want to go and stream it. It looks like there's a few new things that I had not played yet.
Yeah, you'd have to go to a different company's launcher, and that's what I think Nexon wants you to do, because if you deny them the largest game storefront and just say, hey, you don't get to play it on Steam, that immediately cuts your audience down to the mega fans anyway, who are not necessarily the ones that are going to spend all your money. So
that makes Nexon happy, you think? They'll be like, so as long as y'all are relegated to obscurity, we don't care.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, if you're thinking from evil mustache twisting perspective, like that's what
that
you
makes
want
sense.
to do. Alan Wake 2 was hit with a 10-day delay. This fall is slammed.
Yeah.
Absolutely slammed. September's crazy. October's crazy. And that's going to push everything back around. So Alan Wake is one of the first games that is going to be delayed from October 17th to October 27th. It's just, they don't want to be right next to Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Bros. Wonder and all these other games. It's like you play those games, and then when you're done with those games, then you go play Alan Wake. But I imagine we're going to be almost every week we're going to be talking about games getting pushed around, just to make sure that they're not competing.
Get a good release.
Starfield and other things. We got some good news for some local developers. NetEase launches a new studio here in Austin. It's called T-0 Entertainment, and it's from Bethesda and BioWare veterans.
Is it mobile games? T-0 what?
It's just called T-0 Entertainment, and it's going to be third-person online multiplayer action game based on a new sci-fi IP. And so no mobile stuff.
Helmed by BioWare co-founder.
Mm-hmm. So what he said is our studio's mission is to create epic, immersive worlds where players from around the globe can play together.
Oh, it doesn't sound like a mobile game.
No, it's third-person online multiplayer. So hopefully that doesn't mean for iPads. I really hope not. NetEase
person.
NetEase is what has everyone worried because NetEase is the company that does absolutely massive, mobile games and was partnered with Blizzard for all that time. So this is a new venture for them here in these states.
Austin, Texas. Well, if you want us to drop by early, let us know, and we can come and give our feedback if you want.
They didn't let us go check out the game Redfall here in Austin.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
Like, hey, do not release this, please.
Yeah, the employees.
Austin's back in the market. It's like, no,
embarrassed.
Yeah.
we are harsh critics, so don't invite us if you don't want to hear the truth.
They probably already.
We didn't get any invites. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want the truth. I want fluff pieces. All right. Well, speaking of the truth, Overwatch 2 is the worst game on Steam, and Blizzard's not super happy about it. And so, came to Steam, people were, giving it overwhelmingly negative reviews. It's missing content that people were, not promised, but told that they were going to get. The game isn't super fun. People are not having a great time with it, so it's really, really poorly rated. So Blizzard has responded this week. The director, Aaron Keller, says the team can't turn back the clock, but promises more skins, maps, and heroes moving forward. Just saying, look, there's more content coming. It's not quite an apology, but it's as close as you're going to get from them. It's just like, hey, we know our game sucks. No one wants to play it right now. You're not getting all the features that we told you you're going to get. So more stuff to come.
Hey.
I promise.
I don't believe
okay.
it.
Yeah, I don't believe anything that Blizzard says. It's just like, look, there's no soul, there's no passion in anything they do. I'm sure there's great people that still work there, but I don't think that they're making good games. So I don't care.
No,
I don't care.
I don't feel like playing Overwatch at all.
No,
at all. So.
Well, speaking of their parent company, Activision has pushed back on rumors that Modern Warfare 3 is a glorified expansion. This Modern Warfare 3 is coming out this year. Modern Warfare 2 came out last year. It's made by Sledgehammer, who doesn't normally make Modern Warfare stuff.
Yeah.
The skins are transferable.
Yeah. And then what didn't they say? Hey, we're not going to do yearly Call of Duties anymore.
Yeah.
That was a thing, I think, for a little bit.
So
wait a minute. This
is
a fully featured, heavily developed, years in the making game?
That's what they said.
No. Maybe. I don't believe you.
Well, yeah, they're saying that it's years.
Seems more like a DLC for Modern Warfare 2. Or maybe it's going to be feeling very much like that, unfortunately.
So according to Jason Schreier, he said originally that the plan was to release more Modern Warfare 2 content to fill the 2023 gap. When Activision later indicated it planned to release a premium COD experience in 2023, Schreier said it might have lots of content, but it'll be more like a paid expansion of Modern Warfare 2. And that's where Activision's like, that's not true. I promise it'll be fully.
That's exactly true then.
Yeah.
I think maybe Modern Warfare 2 has been a little tepid, and with the reception, not quite as successful as the first one around, including the Battle Royale, including everything else. And they say, okay, we need something to re-energize the people. And like I said, they're going to just rename it Modern Warfare 3 to get people on board. But who knows? We will review it when it comes out, and we'll say, oh, wow, no, this is actually a fully featured worthy sequel of the franchise.
Hoping to say.
Is what we're hoping to say.
Is what we're hoping to say, yeah.
Yeah.
And so apparently we're getting new campaign, co-op modes, zombies, which is...
Okay, new campaign. That's pretty sweet. Co-op in that?
It said co-op modes.
Okay, I like that. And then zombies, which you don't normally get in this version, the Modern Warfare version. So, okay, well, I guess they lied about we're not going to do yearly Call of Duties, and they were secretly doing a Call of Duty in the background because how can this title be in development for years?
Lies.
Or are they starting that from right now?
I don't know. I mean, what it sounds like is they're taking a bunch of modes from previous. So it's like the last
Reusing the assets.
that they already made, and they'll
then-
just put like a new skin, a new level. It's like, hey, we already designed a modern version of the zombie game.
It's
Let's
hard
just,
to do that, though, for an entire single-player cooperative campaign.
Well, yeah, no,
I can see putting together a zombies mode real quick.
yeah.
That seems easy.
The campaign, I imagine, but like the campaigns have been getting shorter and shorter for the Modern Warfare games, and so if we get a short campaign, it's the same old shit for multiplayer. It's a cut and paste zombie mode with some new maps and maybe some new things in there. It's like,
Bundle it up. It's like a
but-
full featured game. Then.
Yep, turning into Madden.
but compared to some of the other games that we're going to be talking about today, that sounds like
A lot of work.
heaven because we'll be talking about games where you get absolutely nothing for a truckload of money. So, okay.
All right, well, we will wait and see on Modern Warfare 3. I do want an excuse to go back and play Modern Warfare again. And they're right, that's my excuse. Because I'm just not, Modern Warfare 2 and the Battle Royale there, I'm kind of just done with. And I want to see something.
Yeah, I think a lot has to do with maps and getting people back into having fun in some of these games. And honestly, I don't think Warzone is still in a good spot. So
No.
it's like I don't want to play.
No,
And-
obviously, rather be playing Battle Bits. It's
Battle
so much
Bits, yeah.
customization, the destruction. It's a lot of fun.
This is one of the biggest years for games that we've had in a very long time.
Yeah, this is going to be a great top 10 list year because
Might
this
fix
Baldur's Gate
top
that I'm
20?
working on, I'm struggling on the score. It's very difficult.
But because there's so many amazing games come out, when you put out an average Call of Duty thing, what do you think is going to happen? It's like people aren't going to spend the truckloads of cash that you've been expecting, which is one of the reasons that you put out a 2023 release when you said that you're probably going to, there was going to be breaks between them, is because you want a truckload of cash every single year. So, not good stuff. OJ, you had one?
Yes, some sad news. The voice of Mario is stepping away from it for a while.
Chris Pratt's leaving?
Oh, you scared me a little bit. You're going to
Yes.
say something about the voice of Mario passed away or something like that.
He's done voicing Mario from here on out. He's still going to do promotions and stuff.
Why? By choice?
I don't think it's his choice, but he's
It's like Nintendo.
they made a position for him. He is the ambassador.
Oh.
Nintendo ambassador. He's still doing promotions, but he's not going to be doing the
Okay,
voice
so
anymore.
he's still allowed to go around and do the voice at events, just not in the games anymore.
Correct.
I don't know.
I mean, if you guys are looking for someone, I can put in more effort than Chris Pratt. Let me. It's me, Mario.
Yeah.
Pretty spot on.
Woohoo.
That's actually a great Chris Pratt Mario.
That's me.
Yeah.
Call me.
So what is Nintendo going to do? Are they going to do sound-alikes too, Charles? Are they going to do Chris
It's probably
Pratt on
cheaper
everything
if-
moving
oh, no,
forward?
no.
Or use AI-generated
I
bullshit?
would say the cheaper route. Maybe
AI
so-
generated,
yeah, that
that's
or
a cheap-
somebody that
or a
sounds
sound-alike. Yeah. I guess, okay, so that's all conspiracy stuff. And, like, I don't know, did he say something they didn't like? Are they moving, the Chris Pratt? Are they trying to move away from Charles? Or the other way to look at it is isn't he getting older by now? Is his voice changing? And
He still sounds
He
great.
sounded great in the
Yeah.
Super Mario movie.
So I'm not sure what.
Yeah, he may be. Look, I'm just hoping.
Maybe
he's
he
retiring.
wants this.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
just
know.
wants
You
to
gotta
retire.
ask the man. Say,
Yeah.
hey man, you retiring? And he's like, yeah, I don't want to do voice work anymore. I just want to go to the shows and have fun with people.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be great. That's what I'm hoping it is, but it probably isn't.
It just doesn't feel anything coming from Nintendo, and it's like there's a
It's like
statement
there's
from
something
Nintendo,
going on,
and
yeah.
it's like you guys suck. So how did you fuck this up?
It's not like he's got an iconic voice or anything. That
Right.
I don't know. Okay.
Well,
Well, thanks for that, OJ.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I'd let him do it as long as he wants and as long as
I
he
would
still
too.
sounds like Mario. So, but I guess Nintendo's like, nope, it's time to move on. This is a great breaking point after we got Chris Pratt to do the voice. Now we can kind of do what we want to do, and we don't have to deal with that. He'll be the ambassador.
Yep. It's a new position for him.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we also got some X news this week.
Yeah. Did you hear, Joe, that you say X? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Isn't that what it's called now? Isn't that what the app name on all your phones is?
Oh God.
It is called X, which I swear to God, to this day,
X.
Joe, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna open Twitter.
No, you
Where
can't.
is it?
It's not.
Where? Oh, God, I get that damn fucking.
X marks the spot.
I saw
baby.
someone explain it where it's like, imagine you lived in Austin, Texas your entire life, and then some giant asshole buys the city and says, this town is now called Weevilville. You're going to call it Austin because you called it Austin forever. Like, you're not going to change it. And it's just like, no, I'm going to call it what I want to call it. I've lived here my whole goddamn life, and
Makes sense.
I'll change what I write on the...
So Elon is trying to remove basic functionality from a site where we share our news stories and our, the Angry Joe show.
we have to pay for
He
that?
says he's going to remove the block feature because it, quote unquote, makes no sense.
It makes a lot of sense. There's some creepy ass people that I don't.
that post
No,
horrible
Joe,
things.
he wants you to see the horrible things because they are Twitter Blue subscribers and they need early access to harassing you.
No, not everyone
But
needs a
don't
voice.
people post, like, gross stuff? Like...
Yes.
Because I know someone was saying that like people like post like popping videos. Are you familiar with that stuff? Where people are
No,
like
what
popping
is-
cysts and stuff on Twitter. Like, check out this thing. It's like I
Oh,
want to
that's
block
gross.
that shit
It's like,
immediately
I do not wanna see
I,
this. Like,
I don't want to be.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's like
that's
oh gross.
not-
Or it's like surgery videos. It's like channel surfing. It's like no man, I don't want to
No.
watch. I
That's-
don't watch it and stuff.
Fucking stupid. And, I can't see anybody agreeing with this. Like, yeah, of course, remove the block button. It's like in social media, why would you ever need a block button on the internet?
What are you, a snowflake?
What do you exactly? So that's what it is like I can't imagine anybody defending it. And of course, if you go into his replies or if you post about it, you'll get those Elon stands and fucking internet weirdos that are defending it. Smooth brains. They claim that it's about echo chambers and free speech, as if Elon has ever been about any of those things in free speech. He's currently suing somebody who's like saying bad things about.
Well, they have initiated. There is if you try to go to certain links from their ecosystem, there's a 5-second delay on websites that he doesn't like.
That he just doesn't like. I don't like those. They lean kind of left or progressive.
They're
and I'm kind of
anti-him, and so you click
alt-right
on them,
now.
and it takes like 5 seconds to go. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, what this is really about, and you just follow the money, Lebowski. It's about money. And Elon just does not want to allow people to block advertisers. You block advertisers, you're cutting their way out because you just very easily, just block. If you see too many ads, block the damn fucking Twitter things.
You
that
can
come
block
up.
advertisers?
No, what I mean is
like
companies that
okay.
create their Twitter and then they do their little gold. They pay for the little gold thing that only companies get, and then they put advertising like things, and then it get filtered up because of Twitter's ecosystem. Or if you pay them, your tweets will get filtered up, and people are like, man, fuck this company. I don't like this company. I'm gonna block it. I don't want to see their tweets. No, you're not gonna be able to do that anymore because Elon is a hero. Free speech, echo chambers. Dude, you're getting finessed by charlatans. All right, so another great idea from Elon. But here's the thing
That's
that
what I was
went down.
thinking too. It's like, are you going to pay for some of those features?
That would make sense to me. If he's just like, nah, if you want to block people, you got to pay me $6 a month. That totally fits for what they need to do because they're hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
Their value is super low. If I was the board, I'd throw his ass out. Well, you can't because like
He bought it.
You got to do something.
He got finessed into buying it, and now he's finessing all of everybody else to try to make up for it. But apparently, you'll get removed from Apple and Google if you don't have a block feature. It's required. Any kind of social media platform is required to have a block feature by those app stores. So they're trying to tell him, you can't do it. And he's like, no, I can do it. And it's funny. I think I saw this recently. He blocked James Woods because he was like constantly.
Don't they friends?
I thought that they were friends.
they were
Or
friends, yeah.
somebody Woods, may not be James Woods, maybe a different James Woods, and he posted the screenshot, and he's like, "So Elon is now blocking people, even though he wants to get rid of the block function." It's like, all right, this is my point, sir. That you're, it's fucking bullshit. So, but so people think now Elon's just gonna brush it under the rug. Oh, I never said that I was gonna get rid of the block feature.
Just do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, it's for thee and not for me. But so what's raised? So he's the richest man on earth, right? But he's this big, and Apple as much as I don't like them, they're fucking massive. And Google is fucking massive. And also, the EU doesn't fuck around with that kind of stuff, too. They're like, look, we have consumer protection laws, and you cannot use your stupid shit in our... So it's like, are you just going to have to register your account in, an address in Europe, and then you get all of these features and functionality? So if it...
Oh, my God, Alex. So we already got downvoted for talking about Elon Musk in a negative way by weirdos that follow us. Please just drop off. Just unsubscribe. But check it out. On Friday, Elon Musk appeared to announce plans to remove the block feature. And you're right. His friend James Wood said, hey, man, that's too much. I'm going to leave Twitter if you do this. And Musk then fired back and tweeted back, says, then delete your account. Awesome. And they've been like friendly before. Then delete your account, he says. And then James Woods was like, what the hell? So he fires back. And then that's when Elon Musk blocks him. Using the feature that he wants to get rid of because it makes no sense. Why would you block him if it makes no goddamn sense? Oh, my God. And then he points out, and it's so funny because the community then pointed out Elon's shit. Block is going to be a deleted feature, except for DMs. And then readers add context. You know how they can, like, correct context and stuff. It's like, if the ability to block users was removed, X would be in violation of policies of the App Store as well as Google Play Store. Potentially, this could lead to X being removed from these platforms. And then they put links to it. And then Elon was fighting about that. No, we removed the community note. The community note's not on the tweet, but then the community note. Then it went back and it said the community note is still on the tweet. So then they corrected his tweet that said the community note was no longer on the tweet. And they said, no, the community note is still on the tweet.
Still there.
This just makes me feel so sorry for the people. Like, I don't know if you ever worked on like a development team or on a product team, and then you hear the person, the big fucking idiot with a microphone going, this thing that we're selling you is going to do that. And you're sitting there go like, our product does not do that. I've been that person.
He's like, yeah.
And then you just sit there going, oh my God, he's telling everyone. It's like the Anthem developers. They're like, whose game is that? And that's like, that's our game? That's not our game.
Holy shit.
And so he's saying all this stuff, and then the Twitter and his lawyers are like, bro, no, you cannot just, I get that you're the richest man on earth. Congratulations. You cannot just push your weight around because you're only the richest man. There are so many governments and major corporations that will smash you.
I'm just so fucking tired of people like worshiping these people and these cults of personalities when they're so hypocritical and they do something so fucking stupid like this, where it's like, the block feature makes no sense. Says the person who gets into an argument with a guy that he doesn't want to hear from, then uses the block feature to block that person after they're arguing with them, and then claims that the block feature doesn't make sense.
Like,
and then he's got a bunch of Elon stans sucking his dick, saying, this is the fucking amazingest thing, and Elon is about free speech, and he's right about the block button. Nobody should have access to a block button, yet it's rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah. Well, everyone makes...
I don't know. I guess if you start making billions of dollars, then you'll get, like, I don't know. Or give this aura that you're a genius because you have a lot of money. People will defend you to the death no matter what because they become your personal friends in their head. I just don't know where the behavior comes from. It always fascinates me because I'll post from time to time on this kind of stuff on Twitter, and I'll see like the replies. It's like, I don't know if it's new culture. Yeah, well, obviously it's new because we're in, Web 3.0 or social times. It's like
the dark times.
When we were climbing trees, Joe, nobody was doing this shit. When we were younger, I didn't really see this kind of behavior, but maybe it was always there.
Yeah, I mean, people did it with Steve Jobs before. They've always done that with tech leaders, industry leaders, all those. People probably were, when Henry Ford was doing great stuff, great. When he was doing awful, super evil stuff, people were probably still defending him. It's like people have always looked at the titans because they see themselves as currently, they're like, oh, I'm just like that guy. I work just as hard as him. I'm going to be a billionaire too. It's like, you're not. You're absolutely not. And so I think it's a very human thing to, unfortunately, to latch on. You should just delete X. It's not good for you.
Yeah.
It's not. It's really not.
All right, delete your account then, OJ.
I will.
Now.
Now.
No? Okay.
He said, I'm having a good time blocking people who complain that blocking is going away. How does that medicine taste, said Musk. And then Woods said, your prerogative, sir, but that's exactly my point.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
I may not agree with a lot of things that James Woods says, but James Woods is
one thing
is
that I agree
legit a genius, and it's just like, and the other guy is not, and so it's like, ooh, you're not going to win that argument. So.
Really?
What?
You said James Woods is legit a genius?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I don't follow James Woods. Okay, well, cool.
Yeah,
Good for him. All right, well, that's the in that news. In other news, I'm gonna save that for the next video. But I can let you know that Tencent is bringing back Delta Force.
Delta Force, the Larry the Cable Guy movie.
I can't believe you know about that movie.
I've seen the title screen.
Delta Force.
I've never watched it. Have you watched it?
Joe's watched it.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
You don't say.
Delta Force, the video game. I would play that.
I would
shit.
be more interested in Delta Force than I don't know
Delta
anything.
Force.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The reason why you don't know about it is because this is a game from the late
Chuck Norris
'90s.
2?
No, the last one it was Delta Force Extreme 2, as you can tell from the 90s. Oh no, that one came out in 2009, and it was not very good. The last we heard of it was in 2016 when THQ Nordic picked up developer Nova Logic and its games. And so finally, 7 years later, Delta Force is making a comeback with a brand new game developed by Tencent subsidiary Timi Studio Group. So it's going to be a large-scale multiplayer PvP. What does that mean? Large-scale. So Battlefield. Okay.
Anything that kills Battlefield is good with me.
So our game designers chose to build an immersive multiplayer background that accommodates even larger scale PvP than previous 32-player limits. Okay, so they're going to be at least, you talk like that, you got to be 64 players or shut up.
35. Best I can do. 35's
Our previous limits of 32 players.
Up to 35.
We're now at 35.
That's almost 10% increase. That's so good.
Yeah. So to create our objective to create a grand atmosphere of combat on the ground, sea, and air. We designed a variety of methods for engagement and maps to integrate diverse terrain features such as vertical height differences, caves, as well as different vehicle routes. Well, yes, please. I mean, that's basic. We also created unique technologically advanced vehicles that players can use in the game, including assault vehicles, helicopters, armored vehicles, attack boats, terrain, jeeps, pickup trucks, fighter jets, drones. These vehicles add to the gameplay of a large-scale experience. Okay,
what about
look,
hovercrafts?
I'm getting excited when I want to hear the fucking... competition is good in this space. Wait, what'd you say?
I didn't hear hovercraft, so the game's garbage.
No fucking hovercraft.
Fucking
Goddamn it, better be
everywhere.
flying around, slamming into helicopters, and like fucking immediately being deployed anytime you want to call it. There's 3 fucking hovercrafts fighting 5 hovercrafts. That was the way it was at launch. If anybody was here that was a part of Battlefield's launch. Anyways. That's pretty ambitious. That's pretty...
Look, if they got 10-cent money, there's hope.
They got
right?
10-cent money.
Well, hopefully they've got like the development budget to truly compete. Because I'm all for the old guard dying.
But
I have like the brand Battlefield. I want a game like Battlefield that I can play with my friends. It's big and successful.
Yeah.
I don't care if EA's making it.
Right.
I don't care
I
if
don't give
DICE
a
is making
fuck who
it. I
makes
don't give
it.
a. I actively root against DICE and Activision with
And
the big
EA.
shooters.
Fuck
So
'em.
it's like if these smaller companies can come forward and
Yeah.
make really good games, I'll give you money.
Yeah. So there's a smaller company with huge Chinese money behind it, though. So that it's kind of both.
We've seen what 400-person
the last
development
Delta
teams can do,
Force
though.
sucked. I mean, it was like 40 out of 100, so it's not a good game. But this is a completely new team, so we'll see if they can come up with something good. It's weird because it's not THQ Studio. Because I was like, I would have heard about this if it was THQ. But no, it wasn't. It's not clear why a Tencent studio is handling the reboot rather than the THQ Nordic outfit. But a rep confirmed that Timi Studio has purchased the Delta Force franchise from THQ. Okay, that's what's up. So eventually, when THQ got a hold of it, they're like, "What can we do with it?" And then the
can sell
Tencent
it.
was like, "Let me buy that."
It's
And
such a generic
all right.
license that like any money you can get for selling something called Delta Force, you probably throw.
Yeah, but it's weird because it seems like in other countries, some other countries, especially like China, that they're like 10, 20 years behind on what's cool. You know what I mean? Like some of these things is like the biggest military shooter in the world, and we're like, what are you talking about? What game was that? I don't even remember the name of the game.
Oh,
Man, it was
Crossfire.
so fucking Crossfire.
You'll get caught up in the Crossfire.
Yeah, Crossfire, that
wanna
kind
be
of
the kid in
stuff.
the leather
And then when
jacket.
you play it, like it's all filled with like all these really bad tropes that feel like the game was like from 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah, luckily I didn't have
So
to play it.
it takes them a while. So now they're gonna do Delta Force, and we'll see if it's any good. So, do you want to see if it's any good? Well, stay tuned to August 23rd, which is a Wednesday, during Gamescom's opening night.
Yeah, lots of Gamescom stuff coming. Next week on the news, we'll give you a rundown of all the fun
definitely.
stuff.
Okay. Well, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much. Make sure that you're using Surfshark's service.
Protect
Not only
yourself.
into VPN, you also get geo-blocking. You can get rid of that crap. And now get your information off the damn internet. All right, guys. We'll see you on episode 2 on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.